Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fermi Paradox. We're here, we've got now, if I'm correct, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different societies we've got to manage here. Two of the, or I should say 3, 4, 5 of them are repeats of the same. We've got the Damani over here with the prison ship going right past them again. And of course we've got the Siren administrations, which were spawned off of the Vulcan governments, and then the Vulcan rocket swarm headed toward Sirius. And hopefully pretty soon the Vakai are going to find out about the Vulcans because of their radio wave here. But that being said, I think I'd like to start with the Vakai here. Let's see, they're actually doing okay. I mean, their dystopia is really high and their harm potential is really high, but other than that, perfectly okay. Let's see. If we, let's go and try and lower that harm potential a bit. Alright, how are the Damani sage communities doing? They've reached the light speed age. Racing into the lightspeed age, interstellar journeys are shortened from centuries to mere decades. Damani civilization sets new speed records in areas such as quantum state computing, light jet manufacturing, and mining for resources from faraway planets. For the moving organism, the lengthy time of the journey was a mere instant, provided the motion took place with approximately the speed of light. If the stationary organism is a man and the traveling one is his twin, then the traveler returns home to find his twin brother much aged compared to himself. Albert Einstein. Oh boy. So we could gain 5 from going wisdom. Is that because we're so dystopian? Also too though, I don't know, we're going pretty fast here as far as their tech level. They're already at the light speed age and everybody else is trailing behind them, so they are either going to reach ascendancy first and nobody else will, or they're going to blow up and die and then everybody else will catch up. So on the one side I'm kind of thinking about taking power. The potential casualties are very high, though. As much as I don't mind having the dystopia beat down that low for this run, casualties if something bad happens, that means that they're pretty much dead, right? That's like 3 times as many as this is. So I don't know how the harm potential is only 7.6%. I'm gonna just take wisdom because I want the extra synthesis. It's 5 free synthesis. Why not? Look at the little ship moving ever so slowly toward its destination. Lightspeed age technology gives the Damani the ability to harvest resources from gas giants in the Vex system. Question mark. Growth has gone down. Great. A solar flare destroys a large Damani extraplanetary city in the Vex system. Oh, and I just did the opposite of what I wanted. I was trying to lower the potential casualties, not raise it. It's like, you'd think that it would be a skull and crossbones if we want to raise it, and a peace-loving dove if we want to lower it. I guess we might as well just go for the potential casualty at this point, because it's better than trying to lower their growth any more than 0. Armed conflict on the Damani prison ship. Brain hacking incidents. During a suspended crossly period of the Damani prison expedition ship's crew, somebody tries to manipulate the brain-machine interface and mind-control the sleepers for nefarious purposes. Nobody ever mind-controls somebody for good reasons. So that's a non-starter. None are more hopelessly enslaved than those who falsely believe that they are free. Dun dun dun. Okay. Let's see. Peace doesn't give me anything, but of course it solves the problem. Regular conflict. I have to pay for that. If I go total war, The manipulation is uncovered, but the hacker is never found. Mistrust, paranoia, and brain programming lead to countless violent conflicts among the crew. The deployment of countless neuron bombs destroys all Damani and their entire environment. So that doesn't work. So both of these are going to... Interesting. This one's going to destroy their environment. So the ship is going to be... So, like, if I just destroy them, will we have a ghost ship flying through space to eventually crash land on the Esh's planet? I mean... That's what I think should happen, but I don't know what good that would do us. Maybe it gives Esh cyber age technology, but I think they're almost there, really. I think we're gonna go for peace. I mean, we don't lose anything in this. Nobody notices the brain manipulation, and after several cryosleep cycles, the entire crew is following the orders of the brain hacker. Oh, so we lose the ability to have free will. Got it. So peace, right there. Like, this is where 85 dystopia gets you. Peace is absolute control of the population. I mean, that is one way to assure peace, right? It makes me think of a book I just read, Scythe, in which an AI controls everything down to the wire so that it's really... You can't get away with murder or anything, so there's no point in even bothering. Or if you do try to commit a crime, you get removed. A new Damani prison expedition ship, Sage Captain, is appointed. Okay. I don't know why I was staring at that so long. I thought there would be more to that. Question mark. I think we need to fix this growth, because I think we're going to be in a world of hurt if we don't. Okay, I guess we'll go tech level. Growth going down is not great for us. Will we ever reach our destination safely? I almost went with the Vakai's voice there.
Will we ever reach our destination safely?
I guess I'll just take regular synthesis. Come on, can you give me some growth? Any growth? Nope, I guess not. Alright, how are the Sirens doing? They are out of resources. Exhaustion of fossil fuels. The Sirens have used up all available fossil fuel reservoirs. They are no longer able to provide for their metropolitan areas, and their administrations will soon fall apart. The overuse of mining complexes has destabilized the environment to the point where the Siren society may not survive this devastating crisis. So, complete extinction gets us 40. Or we could try for something. So regress. Actually, we're doing okay with our statistics here. We just have a little over 50-50 for collapse, with 46% chance of total carnage, which might still end in extinction. But honestly, only 7% less chance here. Oh, this is a chance of tyranny. So this is not... This would not lead to extinction, I don't think. That's my understanding. Or I could just pull the plug on them and get 40 synthesis. But we're not hurting for synthesis, so I don't really want to... I think I'll risk the collapse and see where that gets us. Chaos and panic lead to the complete disintegration of the Siren administrations. Will the Sirens take their assault rifles and obliterate each other, or will they find a more peaceful way to deal with the societal collapse? Okay. The Siren civilization completely regresses without access to any fossil fuel reservoirs. Current knowledge is lost. The digital experts of the past are forgotten, and the Sirens regress to ancient ways of life to survive in their decaying metropolitan areas. Artifacts from the Glory Age cannot be replicated anymore and become high in demand. So this is exactly what humans of today are worried about happening, is when once our power grid gets hacked or destroyed, and we have no means of powering any of the things that we typically use. Because fossil fuel, of course, is used to create our electricity as well. It's like, what do? We go back to hitting rocks together to create fire and hunter-gathering, you know? One of the oldest members of the Galactic Union is a civilization that managed to regress all the way back to the Stone Age nearly a dozen times. It must have been really confusing to practice archaeology back before they found out their past. That's like, that just makes me think of Horizon Zero Dawn, where you're walking around trying to figure out stuff that happened in a more advanced civilization in your past. You know? It's like, what is this? It is a skyscraper. I have no idea what that means. Okay, so, what are our options? Stable transition. We take a hit, but we gain resources back for 60 synthesis, which was the same as rolling the dice before, so that's pretty good deal there. We've got regular development, which would take them way back and would harm their growth, which isn't the worst thing, because they've got 18% growth anyway. We should probably cull that. And then we've got collapse. Let's see here. Okay, so another part of this too is stable transition regresses back to the Iron Age. These two will regress back to the Bronze Age. So honestly, in thinking about all that, Iron Age and Bronze Age, I mean, that's an age away from each other, and they're already at the Industrial Age, so all things considered, that's not too bad. I would think, do we do collapse? We'll take the synthesis. It'll take us all the way back to the Bronze Age, which I'm thinking, honestly, is like, if this was like one age back, that would be worth the 60 synthesis, but it's not. It's all the way back to the Iron Age, so we might as well go back one age earlier. It's just a matter if we want regular development. Honestly, I think we might be more stable if we take the massive hit to the amount of prune there are. We'd be able to recoup the losses with what resources we can find. So I think let's go for collapse. Lost development of the Sirens. The old world turns to dust within a generation. Primitive technology can only help a small fraction of the Sirens to survive the collapse of their society. And this is what you get for having too much sex, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the virgin always lives in the horror stories. You gotta be prepared to die. Alright. Let's go for total collapse here. And now they're back to wearing the cool clothes. I like these. I like the way they look there. But all things considered, not terrible. 45 million prune left. Resources exhausted in 600 years. So we just gotta, I think, let's focus on boosting their tech and boosting their growth. No, not their growth. Their resources. Growth can still actually be put down a bit. Yeah, let's bring up Utopia a bit. I think that'll help them overall. New design principles inspire the Sirens to modernize the appearance and function of everyday objects. No, we don't want growth. I think growth is probably still a little too high for them right here. Alright. I think they're actually okay. Honestly, all things considered, I think they're okay. Injustice in Gillies. Paid smilers. The hell? I mean, I've heard of hiring a cuddler, but this is ridiculous. A radical new startup called Happiness Incorporated develops a pioneering app service which pays friendly Vulcans flexible incomes to act happy. So this is like DoorDash, but for smiling. Got it. The app promises to provide great atmospheres in tourist hotspots across Gilly Sea, where revenues are seeing a decline due to the stifling effects of gentrification. Okay. So you're smiling to make gentrification okay. Am I understanding that correctly? I think so. Revenues are seeing a decline due to the stifling effects of gentrification. Yeah, I think so. It's like they're trying to push out different societies or different races of their own race, different versions of their own race, if you will, and paying people to smile to make it all okay. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. That's very true. Very, very true in this situation. Alright, let's see. So we could prevent it. We could have regular development or massive injustice. Oh, gosh. We gotta choose... I think we gotta choose the bad option. It's just going to take a hit to their ethical value. There's nothing bad about that, you know? So gentrification across Gilly Sea is so extreme that companies pay trendy-looking Vulcans to hang around places where they can't afford to live and act as if they're having the time of their lives. Oh, now I understand it. Now I understand it. It's bringing in all of the minorities to the places that, like, to the rich neighborhoods and making it seem like it's all okay. It's like, oh, that's great. You're having a good time. Ooh. Oh, that's so horrible. We gotta pick it. We gotta pick the horrible one. Oh, man. See if we can get their growth down. That would be the next best thing here. Digital age technology allows the Vulcans optimal access to all Gilly Sea's resources. Are we living in a computer simulation? Well, you might as well be with all this paid smiling crap. Oh yeah, they still have the pouring sand BS that they've got here. Oh god, no, no, go down. This is why you never pick the question marks. I'm gonna pick it again. Okay. Question mark made it go down this time. That's good. Alright. Tech level. In a state-of-the-art computer hub on Gilly Sea, the Vulcans achieve new scientific insights. Alright, how is the rocket swarm doing? Hopefully better than the other two. Rising mutation rate. Insufficient shielding from cosmic radiation and onboard radioactive material leads to frequent mutations among the newborn crew members. Well, is this like extra arms and eyes, or is this like I can shoot fire from my hands mutation? Which kind of, like, is it the cool superhero kind, or is this the, oh my god, you're terrifying? We didn't lie to you folks. We told you we had living, breathing monstrosities. You laughed at them, shuddered at them, and yet, but for the accident of birth, you might be as they are. They did not ask to be brought into this world, but into the world they came. Freaks. I have not heard of freaks before. That's interesting. I'll have to look it up. Okay. So we can prevent, or we can have massive depopulation. There's no in between. Let's see. Within a generation, the entire crew become deformed, and the mutated population suffers a drastic decline in new births. We can prevent for 40. The medical officers of the rocket swarm are able to negotiate or to negate the deadly mutation effects with continuous drug therapy, or regular development lowers it a little bit. I kind of want to go for the mutation route. I think they're able enough to survive. I don't know. Let's see. So the growth is way down now. I think we'll bring that back up a little bit here. But I'm curious to see if there's like anything that comes from that, like maybe the mutations do something crazy down the line. We'll see. The Vulcan crew refit a section of their last ship. A new generation of Vulcan rocket swarms officers takes over system maintenance. The Vulcan rocket swarm crew assembles an oral history of their journey. No, I don't want either of those two. Let's go for this one. Will we reach our destination safely? We're at 206 synthesis, ladies and gentlemen. Several Vulcan rocket swarm officers are removed from their posts. What did they do? How bad was it? An important rocket swarm rocket scientist dies. The rocket swarm rocket scientist. Would you like some rocket with your swarm? Or scientist with your rocket? Who knows? Alright, how are the Vakai holding up? Paradigm shift. This could be good. This could be bad. lava canals. Using advanced technology, the Vakai tamed the natural flow of the lava rivers of their primal world. A sophisticated system of lava streams creates an artificial network of magma canals that connect the industrial areas of Kepler-4. Nobody lives long on fire canal duty. Patching up the glowing dam walls is slow suicide. I hope I can escape the maintenance convoy before it is too late. Lava canal duty. Okay, so let's see. Cultural ascent. The network of lava streams is used to generate energy for the Vakai, the engineering skills that are needed to create a stable stream system capable of containing molten rocks, spawn an entire generation of magma dam constructors. Okay, that's good, and it gives us all nice things. We could have cultural descent. Who controls the magma lock gates controls Kepler-4 by opening the canal gates and releasing lava among the regions of hostile democracies. These structures hold a critical military value. Ooh. Oh, that's awful. Like you just like totally have control over the space just by threat of impending lava wave. Or the cultural expansion. Controlled lava flows open up new territories where materials, plural, can be exploited. The government, plural, rush to establish magma canal projects all over Kepler-4 to make room for new industrial areas. So, I don't think I want growth. Cultural ascent, I think I'd be willing to pay 50 for that, but at the same time, I kind of want to go dystopia here, though their potential casualties are way higher than how many Vakai they have. I'm gonna go for the cultural descent. I've just gotta. I can't not have them be doing the awful thing. Okay. On Kepler-4, Vakai agricultural architects establish new resource management methods. Okay.
Is there alien life elsewhere in the Kepler system? And will it ever invade Kepler-4?
Alright, let's lower your potential casualties a bit, guys. We don't need you guys to die that quickly.
Is it possible that there are other planets like our own orbiting distant stars?
Yes, it is possible. An ambitious Vakai democracy conquers new territories. Oh boy. Gilise is receiving signals from another star. The network of communication satellites used to connect the population of Gilise C picks up a signal from another star system. In an attempt to process the transmission, network protocols are applied to the propaganda broadcast from the Vulcan civilization. Data trails like fingernails scratch across the sky, hard to know, figure out, tell the truth from lies. Everywhere listening, every word you say, think I found a way around, yeah, I think I found a way. Satellite by 9-inch nails. Okay. So how are they getting the signal? I thought that it was coming from them. Okay, wait a minute. So let's see here. Okay, so we got hostility, we got enthusiasm, both of them have the transmission. So let's go with hostility. The propaganda broadcast is transferred unfiltered into Gilise C's communication network, causing a mass panic. Oh. Well, that's not as exciting. I thought it would be like they'd get the signal and that they'd want to go attack attack whoever's sending it. Yeah, mass panic, not as much fun. So let's go for enthusiasm, maybe? Scientists on Gilise C find the alien data in their communication network. The propaganda broadcast is made public, and the satellite network is vastly enhanced to process any other form of alien transmission. Okay, I like that option just because, mostly because we want there to be communication. We want these societies to find each other if there's any hope of galactic conquest happening. So let's go with enthusiasm. And so what does that mean then? So that was the Vulcan government. I don't know where they... Oh, they were getting it from... They were getting it from the Sirens. I thought that the Sirens... Sorry, I thought the Vulcans were the one. But that's so funny because the Sirens, of course, have regressed, so there's no point in you know, there's no point in that communication anyway. Hang on. Oh no, the Vakai are too... they're too far behind in their tech level to actually get a radio wave. Poor Vakai, we need to help you guys out. Let's see here. Lower the harm potential. Vakai rifle soldiers lay down their simple rifles and abandon the art of war. Alright. New tech age, and I knew that was going to happen. They reached the singularity age way too fast. The Damani create machines capable of recursive self-improvement. These constructs can build even more powerful copies of themselves autonomously, growing their potential with each generation. The path to true artificial intelligences is clear. Okay, and there's the ship just passing them by. Let's see, do we go wisdom, advancement, or power? We have to pay for power. I think let's go for advancement. Yeah, let's do advancement. Machines transform themselves to take on tasks such as cleaning up the environment, building Damani habitation, and acting as caretakers for the elderly. Okay, cool stuff, cool stuff. The Damani can now build large orbital habitats monitored and maintained by artificial super intelligences. Alright, the humans have reached the solar age. Overcoming previous limits of propulsion and engineering, humans are now able to build spaceships capable of exploring and colonizing their own solar system. Very nice. Very, very nice. Look at them. Look at them. Okay, so... what do we want? Wisdom, advancement, or power? We have to pay for power. That's no fun. I guess we'll go for advancement, because their growth is steadily declining. So let's go for advancement. They're pretty, I would say, middling right now, though. I think they're pretty average. Solar Age technology allows the humans to harvest resources from asteroids and faraway planets in the Sol system. Oh, that's right, the Esh. How are the Esh doing? I haven't seen them in a while. Growth in Rigel. Agricultural pesticides. The chemical pesticides are developed to protect crops from insects and prevent disease. Widespread use of this technology will drastically increase crop yields for the Esh. It's funny, I was just about to make the argument that like trying to put pesticides on your undersea crop would just hurt you because you're also undersea. Then I realized the same argument could be made to air because we're dumping pesticides through the air, and people who live near fields where pesticides are sprayed are affected by it. So I guess I stand corrected on the stupidity of polluting your own environment. I'm concerned more about the death of a bee than I am about terrorism, because we're losing hives and bees by the millions because of such strong pesticides. I mean, that is very true. I just went through a swarm of bees the other day while I was driving. It was so nice. I mean, it wasn't nice because I did splatter a couple bees, but it was nice to see that there were bees. Anyway, complete digression of story there. Alright, do I want to go for... I don't want to go for growth because they've already got such a high growth. Do we go for a dead end? Regular development? Maybe we'll go for a dead end. Fearing the risks to the ecosystem, the leaders of the Esh outlaw any use of pesticides on Rigel 7. I think we're going to go for a dead end. Let's outlaw those pesticides. Panic about obliterating the food chain led to Esh banning pesticides to protect the environment. Farmers were forced to cope with pests and disease using traditional methods. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's died yet, knock on wood. But when we come back, we're going to have to see about these Vakai and make sure that they are catching up technologically and making sure that the Damani don't outstrip everybody to the final finish line there. If you like this video and want to see more of what's coming next with the series, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos like this video so it shows up in the YouTube algorithms. And as always, folks, I will see you in the next game.